So another day, another trade recap, man. I closed my trade on the Dow Jones maybe a few hours ago, and yeah, man, this is a trade recap for today's trade. Going into the day, what I focused on, I looked at this daily fair value gap right here. An excuse to noise in the background, man. I was looking at that daily fair value gap, and I could see that yesterday we had a bulk closure beneath this fair value gap. So going into the day, I looked at it as an inversion fair value gap, right? Looked at it as a daily inversion fair value gap, right? No problem. After that, I went straight to the 4 hour time frame, and on the 4 hour time frame, what I was looking at, or what I was looking at was this fair value gap that we had here at that time. Was this fair value gap right there, and we had recently broke structure again to the downside, right? We had a break in market structure to the downside, and price also left us with that fair value gap on the 4 hour. The 4 hour busy, the 4 hour, but not busy. Yeah, busy for the 4 hour busy, right? And then I scaled, I think, to the 15 minutes time frame. And then on the 4 hour time frame, 15 minutes, man, I marked out the closing price of yesterday and the opening price for today's price, and that was my draw on liquidity, or some sort of draw, man. That was my draw for the day. Let me say the opening gap, new day opening gap. Just say the opening gap. So I was looking for like entry confirmations to trade into it, right? Sharp. And then what I saw at that time, remember, I went on 5 minutes or something. Yes, I was on the 5 minutes time frame. At that time, I looked at the sweep right here. Well, these are relative equal highs, right? I looked at that sweep. The buy side was taken, buy side liquidity was taken. And then after that, we had a market structure shift right here. We had a market structure shift right there. We had an inversion fair value gap right here. We had an inversion fair value gap right here. Well, I wanted to see that fair value gap get closed beneath. And I'm just going to remove like things in the background because you guys now have an idea of things I used to get into the trade. So I'm just going to leave these things just to make it visible for factors that led me to take this position that I took. And then, and as price broke structure lower, we were also left with this bearish fair value gap right here. And then I knew that I wanted to go short just because of those things. And then we had this low resistance liquidity right here. Oh, we had, let me just say, we had all this low resistance liquidity, and I was looking for price to take it all at once onto this opening gap. No problem. I think I also went on the 1 minute time frame because I wanted to see like 1 minute inversions trading into this these two PD arrays, 5 minute PD arrays. And then we broke structure, I'd say right here on the 1 minute to the downside. And then we were left with this bearish fair value gap on the 1 minute. And yeah, I basically took my trade based off of this opening, right? We traded into this bearish fair value gap that we had left behind on the 1 minute time frame. And also remember that we have these PDRAs as well here. So that's what led me to take the short. Then I took my short maybe around here. And then, oh, I took it a bit down here. Maybe I'm not really sure I took it, but maybe I took it right there. Don't remember where I put my stop loss, but doesn't really matter. So yeah, that's the trade I took into this gap. I closed at around like 104 pips. So this was me like into the trade, like if less than a minute into the trade. I opened it at that 41 or 57.0, and then this was me about to close my position at these lows because we had taken all that low resistance liquidity and we were near the opening new day opening gap. That was my draw on liquidity. So yeah, man, that's the trade I took.